Ellie, and I'm back again in my room to show you guys another DIY video. So, since I've started my YouTube channel, I've found that I needed like an idea board or something to put ideas on and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you guys how to take a calendar and turn it into a calendar with a cork board and fancy your calendar up. So, I always like to have a calendar in my room just because I like to know what I'm going to have to do, and lately it's really helped me with a lot of dance stuff going on that I can't always keep track of. So what you're going to need for this is your calendar, of course. You can always make a calendar using like a frame, or for example, like the top of like something that has like plastic in it. Like you could use a sheet of plastic and some cardboard and make a little one like that. And just put some white paper behind it and just draw all the stuff on it. It's really easy and it's so affordable too. I got my calendar from Target for I think about $3 to $5. It's pretty decent and it's just perfect for my lifestyle. You're going to need corkboard. I have some scraps and I have some big pieces, and I'm going to show you guys how to use those. You're going to need some ribbon to fancy up your corkboard. Also some paint. I have silver paint, light blue, dark purple, and dark pink. You're going to need some sponge brushes. Sponge brushes are going to be the best for this DIY. Also, an X-Acto knife is probably the better option for when you're cutting your cork board sheets. Then washi tape to fancy up your beautiful calendar. Sharpies also to fancy it up. And then a hot glue gun because you're going to need to hot glue some stuff on. So let's get into it. Okay, so now we're going to start by fancying up our board. So I'm just going to show you some easy ways to fancy up because there's not a lot of ways you really can, because you don't want to cover up the whiteboard part so that you can write on it. So, one way you can fancy your board up is by just taking some washi tape and going along the edges. Another way you can do this is to take some washi tape. I'm just going to lay mine down on my little mat here. And what you can do is you can cut it to the length that you need and just cover up the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday part each day of the week. Cover it up with some washi tape, really easy, and then you can just make it your own. Write on it with some Sharpie, and it's so easy. So I'm going to do that quick, and then I'll show you guys, and then we're going to get right into our corkboard part. Okay, so I just finished washi taping my board, and it looks so cute. It's not staying terribly well, so I'm definitely going to do a layer of Mod Podge or glue later, and so that way it'll stick better, and I think that's a great thing to do if you're doing this also. I think it's super cute. So we're going to set this off to the side for now. And now we're going to get out our cork, and we're going to start cutting our cork so that we have perfect pieces, and we're going to measure them out. I don't want mine to be too thick, so I'm going to go with 4 inches out. So I'm going to do 5 inches so that just in case anything happens and I get a little off task and it slips, then I will still have that good amount. Okay, so I want to get a straight edge. You can use anything for a straight edge. I'm just going to use a coloring book. So I'm going to just place this here where I'm going to be cutting, and I'm just going to cut along that line. Now, cutting it may take a few tries to get through. It definitely will, because cork is something that's really hard to cut through. You may want to change the angle that you're cutting, and you will get a lot of flex like this when you're cutting it. So just be careful of that. So I'm going to cut this, and I'll be right back. So I'm just finishing up cutting my pieces. An easy way to do this is if you make a slice in it, and then, or a better slice than I just did, and then it easily breaks off. A lot of these scraps and pieces, like these tinier pieces, you're not going to use in the future, so just throw them out. This is quite messy, so just make sure that you have an area that you don't mind getting messy and that is easy to clean. Okay, so now you may notice that I have cut 2 pieces of each size. These pieces are all going to go together, but I need these 2 pieces because if I don't use these two pieces, when you stick tacks in it, here for example, I have one right here. If I were to stick this all the way through, it's going to go all the way through. If I stick it through this one with it, it's not going to go through. So you want to make sure that you have 2 pieces. It should only take you about 2 pieces of cork sheet to do this, 2 medium-sized pieces, medium to large. You want to make sure you have your glue gun ready because this is how you're going to get your pieces to stick together. Now, as I like to say, just make sure that you're being careful when you're using a hot glue gun or a rotary cutter or an X-Acto knife because you could easily slip and get yourself cut or burn yourself really bad. So you just want to make sure that you have a parent nearby if you're younger, or if you just are being careful. So I'm going to go like this. Here's how I'm going to glue them together. I'm gluing them together by sides. So I'm going to put a little bit in the middle, and I need another glue stick. Luckily, I have one. Glue sticks are not that expensive if you need to get a glue gun. Mini glue guns are not that expensive either. If you want to get a mini glue gun, you can probably get one at the craft store or at Target for only about $5. Refills are only for a pack of 30 at Target. I know they're about $2.30. So they're really cheap for this whole thing. Like right now, this is probably about $5 that I'm using. Alright, so I have that piece done, and I'm going to do my next piece. Smaller pieces, I would go for little on all four sides to stick it together, and do it all at once because you're not going to be able to get it open again. Alright, so we just stuck those together. Here's how they will line up. They will line up just like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them together. You may want to take your X-Acto knife and just, if it's a little bump on the bumpier side and it's not going to stay too well, cut it a bit, I would say. If they don't line up perfectly, it's okay. And a little piece fell off, so I'm just going to put a glue on that and just stick that right back in. It's not going to be perfectly lined up, but it's okay because you can easily put a ribbon over it and it'll be perfect. Alright, so I'm just putting a lot of glue on because you want to make sure that these really do stay together. Just going to line that up, and I'm just going to press it together and press it a lot until it's all the way dry so that I can get it as close as possible together. Alright, so here's my giant strip. And so now is the time where I am going to get ready and I'm going to place it on my calendar. So first of all, you need to decide which side you're going to put it on. I decided that I'm going to put mine on my right, your left, if you're watching this. And so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to lift it up a little bit. It does have a thing on the back, so this is perfect. So I'm going to lift it up a little bit, and then I'm going to slide it right underneath. The bumpier side will most likely go underneath for me. It's not going to be exactly perfect, so you can easily put a ribbon around the outside or anything like that. So now, okay, so for some people like me, your hot glue gun is not going to work for this project because the cork's not going to allow it to stick to your board. So my idea is I just have these sticky adhesive things. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but I'm just going to apply them onto. So I have my things on. I'm just going to peel off the non-adhesive layer. And yeah, so I just those on, and I'm just going to stick this on. You want to make sure you press it really good because if you don't, it may not stick very well. So that really did work, and I'm really excited now, and we're going to actually get on our way. So you may want to do a rim around the outside, which would be a great idea. One thing that I'm going to do today is I am going to use some paint and paint on some polka dots or some stripes or some designs. Paint is an easy way to just make something look a whole lot better and prettier. And so I have my polka dots on. They look kind of interesting. Okay, so I just dried my little polka dots. I didn't dry them quite all the way, but as much as I could. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pretty ribbon. Look at it, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love this ribbon, and I have like been waiting to use it for something really special. So I'm going to cut some strips, and I'm going to glue it on. I'm going to put some tacks on, and it's done, and it's so cute too, and I love it because here it is. I'm so happy, and it's so cute, and I can't wait to hang it up on my wall. Thanks for watching my video, guys, and I've been so excited to upload videos. Sorry I haven't uploaded that many yet, but yeah, so remember to like and subscribe and to be a good person. I'll see you all later. Bye!